Good morning and welcome to the channel. Monday morning, January 6th, and we're back to work. I'm very happy I'm back to work. I had a long, enjoyable break, recharged the batteries, but it's nice to be back. I hope you guys had a lovely time over the festivities, the Christmas and the New Year, and you're all doing well. So, the last video I recorded was in my garden and it was freezing. That was Friday, and Saturday night started actually snowing in London. Not much, but nice white dusting. Further north, Manchester upwards, it was quite thick snow, and in fact caused airport closures and motorway closures. So Saturday night, the WhatsApp group of our barbecue was very busy, guessing would it be a barbecue or not. But guess what? This yo-yo of weather from freezing to mild happened again on Sunday. It was 13 Celsius from 0 the night before. Very unusual, drastic movements in the weather. Anyway, so we took advantage of the fact and we had a barbecue that Sunday, which was very enjoyable. Yeah, now normally we bring to the barbecue, everyone brings their blends of cigar or vape. Yeah, normally I bring them both, the vape and the pipe. So I gave them to try the Wilson Offshore, the Majestic, and everyone enjoyed it. It's actually a decent aromatic. Yeah, but one of the guys said to me, I bought the Black Irish XXX by Gawith Hoggarth. And he said to me, it is a bit too much for me. He says, Nathan, give it a go. Let's see what you think of it. So that's what I'm doing today. He gave me in a mason jar 2 pieces. This is, of course, rope cut or twist cut. Yeah, I'll just show you the cut. So it comes in this form. Now it comes loose. You buy them loose. You can buy them on various tobacconists here in the UK. Yeah, from cigars to GQ Tobacco to Miss Moran, which actually I'm in Ireland, which I'm actually looking at the website to see how to describe this tobacco. Yeah, so he bought initially 50 gram, but I don't think it's 50 gram here. But anyway, this is, he already cut off pieces. But anyway, this is the way it looks like. And the longer. I'll show you a picture on the screen now how it looks. Let's say 300-400 gram. So it looks like a twist. You'll see now on the screen. Like a long sausage, or yeah, something like that. It is actually very moist, but interesting enough, they say it doesn't need any drying. And believe it or not, this is a Virginia. Yeah, a Virginia leaf. If you go on tobacco reviews on the details, it does mention there is a bit of burley in it as well. But every other tobacconist I went on, it's all Virginia. But this Virginia was processed in a very unique way, creating this very robust and strong tobacco. Now, the smell is nothing you ever experience with any pure Virginia. This is something else completely. Smoky, not latakia smokiness, not campfire smokiness, more like barbecue sauce smokiness. pungent, spicy, earthy. It is something else. So by smelling it, I said, it just smells a bit too much for me. So he says, yeah, try it, see what you think. So, we'll try it. So what I've done is I cut a slice off with a sharp knife, and I've got in here the bits. Now it wouldn't, you cut it a bit like a plug. Take the Salty Dogs plug, so you slice it, but the Salty Dogs cuts it neat, becomes like a small little flake. This sort of falls apart into a leafy type of cut. I wouldn't say shredding, I wouldn't say ribbon, but it is nearly like a cigar leaf, like a cigar you shredded. That type of cut. Yeah, so I'm very intrigued because I love Virginias, but this is quite different type of Virginia. So yeah, so let's read now what it says quickly on. One more thing I want to mention, that XXX is tells you the thickness of it. So if it is 1X, it is a certain size. If it's 2X, that's what I understood, reading tobacco reviews under the notes. So the XXX is extra thick, 25 millimeter or almost 1 inch. So yeah, it makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? Yeah, quite thick. Yeah, so let's read now. I'll bring it now on the screen as well. There is quite a few descriptions on tobacco reviews. There is so many descriptions, but I think the description by Miss Moran, funny name, MISSMORAN, they're based in Ireland, where I think he actually got this from GQ Tobacco. Yeah, you can see the label. GQ Tobacco, and the label is a bit twisted here, Black Irish XXX. But anyway, let's read what it says because I like the way they worded it. So, loose Gawith Hoggarth, this you buy it loose, yeah. Black Irish XXX twist is blended from heat-treated Virginia leaf spun to form a black twist. This is the thickest of all twisted products. The double-cooked Virginia has less tar and a slightly lower nicotine content than the brown twist that I haven't got and never tried that one. The taste and aroma of earth, smoke, wood, floral spice and plum comes from the premium Virginia leaf used in this blend. Rich notes of fine tobacco dominates the blend, which is slightly sweeter than the Samuel Gawith Brown XXX. So Samuel Gawith, not the Gawith Hoggarth. This full flavor and strength blend has a potent nicotine kick. We recommend that you treat this blend with respect, so it is best to try with a small bowl, puffing gently and resting often. And the blend description is cut twist, blend Virginia, flavor none, of course, strength full. Now if you look further down, a loose Black Irish XXX twist is oily and moist to the touch, but interesting, doesn't require any additional drying. The twist tobacco will require slicing and may benefit from rubbing out before loading into the pipe bowl. To fully appreciate the flavor and taste, we recommend that the mixture is smoked at a slow pace. So let's give that a go, shall we? I've got my Peterson Irish hop. Now I was debating which pipe to use. Yeah, beautiful pipe, 999. I was debating which pipe to use because like aromatics leave ghosting, so very pungent blends like this one would leave ghosting. So I didn't want to use my Savinellis, which I really use for pure Virginias or vapors. So it's either Meerschaum, but I decided to use this one. I haven't smoked this for a bit. This is well broken in, beautiful, beautiful. I mean, a nice carbon cake inside. So yeah, I'll protect the wood as well. So what we're gonna do is load the pipe, and yeah, looking forward to try a Virginia, but something else, not your ordinary Virginia. Now, I haven't smoked this at the barbecue because I wanted to smoke it for the first time on the video. First impression counts in my book. Now, before I forget, at the end of this video, we're going to talk about STG as well. Yeah, everyone is talking about it, so I thought we ought to mention also on this channel, and also it's time of essence in regards of many blends of MacBaren. So yeah, so we're going to talk about that after this video. So I better get on with it. I don't want this video to take too long. So a drink. So this is really the other side of the spectrum of the latest aromatic I reviewed, the Wilson of Shoros, to a full-on old school. Yeah, that brings me, I just said old school, just remind me. Let's bring up to the screen as well. It wouldn't take long, just tobacco reviews description, just to give an idea. Nope, sorry, it wasn't that one. Nope. Another one, I can't remember where it's from now, come to think of it, but Stephen has found me this description. Listen, look at this now on the screen. Crafted with timeless technique, Gawith, Hoggarth and Co. Black Irish X is a true, so this is 1X, I assume it's the XXX as well, is a true classic. Picture this, rich Virginia leaf, pressed, blackened and hand spun into traditional rope shape that is old school as it gets. That's why I remembered to read this out. While all of the rope cut tobacco packs a punch, Black Irish X takes it down a notch thanks to its partially cooked leaf. The result, a smoother, gentler smoke compared to its bolder cousin Brown Irish X. It is the perfect introduction for anyone curious about rope tobacco but not ready to dive straight into the deep end. Give it a try. This one is a conversation starter. You bet it is. Anyway, so now it's time to try it. So, without further ado. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh. If you never smoked this one, yeah, you're in for a shock, thinking it's a Virginia, right? Oh no. It's no ordinary Virginia. But you need to persevere again with the lighting here, because it is what they say, it doesn't need additional drying. I'll take that with a pinch of salt. I think you should dry it. First thing you taste is spice. Spice. Pungent, wow. Smoky, not Latakia smokiness, which is a bit softer, would you believe? With a bit more sort of maybe a touch of a sweet note. Not this one, I'm talking about Latakia leaf. It's got a bit of sweet, raisiny, spiciness to it. This is smoky, pure and simple. Barbecue sauce smokiness. Wow. Very earthy. hardly any sweetness at all. This is really old school as it comes, as they said. And by the way, this type of cot used to be used for when sailors, I suppose, similar to the flake, to the plug, when they used to travel overseas, they used to keep it in this form to preserve it and to keep it moist. So yeah, I suppose years ago this was a familiar cut. Yeah, but these days the beautiful flake, the Virginia flake with that golden wavy, pattern of a bit darker, and that's fruity, dried fruit, the sweet, nearly honey scented smell is such a contrast to this full-on dark realm of tobacco. Well, smoky, leathery, spicy, earthy. Those are the four categories I will describe this blend, and nothing in between. Yeah. It is a very bold tobacco. I need to smoke this a few seconds, sort of contemplate on the flavors, because this is something I never tried before. Retro inhale, it will cause you to sneeze because you taste the spiciness. Wow. I see what he means, that it's too strong for him. I'm not talking about the potency of the blend. I once reviewed the Rustica by MacBaren that we're going to talk about in a minute, in any case. The Rustica was, I think, the most potent high in nicotine leaf that I ever smoked. But it was like whiskey, gasket strength, delicious. Yeah, pack a punch, but absolutely delicious. This is, well, it's different. This is, not only it's potent, but it's pungent, smoky, spicy, earthy. I'm going to repeat myself. Earthy, without no sweet, without no fruity note. They said plum. I can't taste plum. It is very, very hardcore tobacco. I suspect that this is for a certain niche among pipe smokers, not fit for every palate. No, me included. This is not my cup of tea of blend. No, it's too strong, it's too dry, it's no sweetness, it is just full on. No fruitiness. Very strong. Would I enjoy it? Maybe on certain settings, like I'm not exactly sure. Maybe on a barbecue on a cold, freezing day, sitting around a fire and having a whiskey or something like that, and you want something that will hit the spot, something really strong. Yeah, this blend might come into play. Otherwise, nah, I will stick to my pure Virginias any day. Yeah, okay, this is enough for me. So my verdict, it is as exactly as they describe it. Smoke it slow. I suggest as well you shouldn't smoke on an empty stomach. And another thing, the room note is very pungent indeed. This one, I don't think you should smoke indoors at home because your wife would, yeah, cause a fuss. This is not one of those that pleasantly, a pleasant room aroma. This is quite strong. Yeah. Right, now, so that was the blend. I want to thank him for giving it to me. I think I'm going to give it back to him and say thank you very much. It's too strong for me as well. Unless you guys have an idea what to do, maybe blend it with another tobacco to make it a bit more palatable. You give me some ideas. If any of you smoke this Black Irish XX, yeah, let me know if you enjoy it the way it is, neat, or do you blend it with something else? Come up to my idea now, maybe to blend it with a chocolate aromatic. So it'll become like Bob's Chocolate Flake, which is a delicious latakia and a chocolate, and it goes very well together. So this, instead of a latakia leaf, it will be this one, because this is, I think, stronger than a latakia. And yeah, so that'll be maybe an interesting idea. Okay, we'll see. Maybe we'll update you one day on something we've done, or maybe you give me some ideas. So for now, it goes back. I'll keep it here in the cabinet till we decide what we're going to do with this lovely tobacco. Too strong for me. Right, now we're going to talk about STG. So there is a letter floating about. If you Google, you put in Sutliff STG, you'll come up to that letter. That I came across it as well, and I know that quite a few presenters talked about it. For one, Simon, LCS, London Calling Simon, yeah. The artisan pipe smoker that I enjoy his pipes very much. He actually he's got quite a few videos on the subject. Anyway, so what we're going to do is now we'll bring up a letter. Let me just find it. Where is that letter? Hold on a sec. And we'll see. Here we are. So you see it now on your screen. So this is a letter sent by Sutliff. To whom? I'm not sure, but it's floating online. And yeah, the news ain't so good. So if you read the letter, how much? We're now 23 minutes. Okay, we better hurry here. On July 1st, 2024, you know what? I'm not going to read the top bit. You can read it yourself. Freeze the screen and read it. It's just telling you what STG is about. And the Sutliff last day of production in Richmond will be February 28, 25. That means what? In a few weeks. Yeah, so they will stop production. They're going to close their factories, and yeah, you can read the top bit. But what's the most important is what blends STG would still keep. And that is a bit alarming, because if we look at the Sutliff bulk pipe tobacco, is the creme brulee, rum and maple, and Z50 black cordial, and the Z92 vanilla custard and cream. Now I haven't uploaded yet a first look, but I ordered from the US 3 Sutliff aromatics. I knew already things are shaky, but I didn't know that it's gonna actually Sutliff will close. I already recorded a video on that first look, and I didn't mention anything about Sutliff closing because I wasn't aware that that's going to actually happen. It was only at the time rumors about STG. Anyways, one of those tobaccos was vanilla custard. I got myself 8 ounces. But anyway, so that is one day that video will come up. Maybe I'll put an insert updating it with the time, saying that yeah. But if we look now on the international blends, you'll see the St. Bruno Ready Rob, the Capstan Original Flake. Where's the Capstan Blue? No idea. St. Bruno's Flake as well will be available, and 3 Nuns, which I got actually 1 tin. Yeah, but that'll be available. Now, if we look at MacBaren, this is even more alarming because you got the Virginia Flake. Where's the HH Pure Virginia? Where's the HH line? Then you got the Navy Flake, and you got Vanilla Cream Loose Cut. Where's the Vanilla Roll Cake, which is delicious, and I stocked up on those, thankfully. Then you got the Mixture Scottish, which I want to try. The next one, I'm not sure what that is. Virginia, I think, number 1.3, I'm not sure what that is. And Presbyterian Mixture, yeah. Now, if you read below as well, now we're going to read the last bit. All other MacBaren Sutliff pipe tobacco SKUs will be discontinued after existing inventories are sold after production ends on February 28, 2025. For now, you should continue to order all Sutliff products from the team, from my team, and we will fill your orders on a first come, first serve basis while supplies last. It wouldn't last very long. We're going to talk about that in a minute. As we get closer to being ready to operate as one company, we will be back in touch with additional details. Blah blah blah. And yeah, signed, sincere Jeremy McKenna, which I assume is the director of Sutliff, I assume. So yeah, so HH line for MacBaren is gone. Quite a few MacBaren blends will disappear, and Sutliff, most of Sutliff will also be gone. Yeah, so it's a bit alarming, but I know a lot of people are upset with STG, but you ever thought of the fact why it's come about, this domino effect that Sutliff sold out to MacBaren, and MacBaren, I think the nephew of the owner of MacBaren, has sold off to STG. So we can't channel our anger at STG. They're doing what's good for them. I assume these blends are the most profitable blends for them. But why have MacBaren sold out in the first place to STG? And going backwards, why did Sutliff sell out to MacBaren? So it is, yeah, I won't put the blame on STG solely. If you want to put a blame on someone, well, I'm not sure who to blame really. But that's the way of the world. This is commerce for you, and a company who decides to change, well, he's in full entitled to do so, as in a capital, in a democratic country. Yeah, capitalism. But there is a silver lining. There's plenty other tobacconists. Dan Tobacco, HU Tobacco, and other German brands, Peterson, yeah, and STG themselves. For instance, Orly Golden Slice, which is owned by STG as well. Escudo, which I have still review, which is a delicious blend. There's quite a lot of STG's own blends. You'll be surprised how many. And yeah, but this domino effect is not only affecting Sutliff and MacBaren. Ken Baren Ventures. Yeah, I enjoy very much the Burley Morning Pipe. Well, they're out of stock, and I heard rumors that they're closing down as well because they get all their tobaccos from Sutliff. So this domino effect, we're not 100% sure yet. I am not 100% sure how it's going to ripple out. Which other companies, sub-companies, the Seattle Pipe Club as well uses Sutliff. So this can be a major reshuffle. But as I said, there is other tobacconists and other vendors, and all the aromatics by Sutliff can be replaced, or at least similar, by Cornell and Deal, which is, they've got a huge amount of variety of blends, And for the American smokers among us, we ought to support our local Cornell and Deal. For us in Europe is the German blends and Peterson, of course, and many other Gawith, Hoggarth, Samuel, all quite a lot of other blends to choose from. So it's not all bleak. And let's see what happens. STG might, because of what's going to happen, STG do supply the UK. And if they will carry on certain blends from MacBaren, they might supply to the UK, which up to now they didn't. MacBaren didn't. So maybe now owned by STG, they will start supplying the UK new blends. So you never know how this is all going to pan out. It might pan out for the best. But nevertheless, if you like certain blends by MacBaren and Sutliff, I suggest you stock up fast. If you go now to smoking pipes, you'll notice quite a few MacBaren blends are no longer available, out of stock, especially the HH line. You might find in Germany quite a few MacBaren blends, but it's worth searching now if you really, really cannot live without a certain blend. I stocked up, thankfully, quite nicely on the blends I like, because I do enjoy variety. And when I finish those, I doubt very much. I think I've got enough now for, and especially the rate I smoke. So I'm not so worried about it. But if I do finish, for instance, the morning pipe by Karen, I always get his name wrong. Ken Baren Ventures, right? I will have to find something else. That's it. That's the way it is. So yeah. Okay, so that was my analysis or sort of brief chat on STG. I thought, it's appropriate to talk about it in this channel. Okay, we're 32 minutes in. I better close up this video. It's getting too long. Let's go back to the original section of this video, the Black Irish XXX. It is, I'm sure, delicious to many. To me, it is a bit too strong, a bit too potent, a bit too pungent, a bit, So this is one of those blends. In fact, there's not many of them, but this is one of those that is really not my cup of tea, not my style. But I'm sure if you enjoy it, it is a good quality blend. So enjoy it fully and let me know in the comments if you actually smoke this blend and how does it compare to the brown Irish or brown twist. Right, so this will be it for me for this morning, and I'll see you guys soon in the next video. By the way, the next video finally will be the Pilgrim's Muse by Country Squire, which is available, and it is a delicious blend. So yeah, I was pushed quite a few weeks, so hopefully next upload will be on the weekend, will be the Pilgrim's Muse. So I'll see you then. Until then, take care, have a great day, and a new start of 2025 to all, and see you soon. Take care for now. God bless. Bye bye.